Hello, folks. Hurricane Helene made landfall this past weekend with a devastating impact on states and cities in the southeast. So, this Category 4 storm left thousands without power, food, and water, while others have lost their homes. States like Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina, and Tennessee have all been affected. But the good news is that Convoy of Hope has mobilized and already has boots on the ground. But they need our help. And today we're going to be talking with Nick Garza from Convoy of Hope about what's happening and how Colorado and Utah churches can be part of the solution. Let's be part of the solution. Nick, thanks for joining us today for this quick call.
Yeah, thank you, man. This is a blessing. And Gene, we've been friends for a long time, and you thank God for you and for all the pastors in your network.
Well, listen, what kind of impact is Convoy finding that's happening there on the ground?
Yeah, so this storm is probably historically going to go down as one of the worst because of the flooding. So many times hurricanes come and they knock down, houses and affect a city here or a city there. But the flooding that has happened has devastated the region in multiple states. So there's not one area to respond to, there's multiple areas. And we've
Wow.
heard stories of people that are stranded still to this day. Nearly 1,000 people that are unaccounted for. A lot of that has to do with a lack of communication, but we're trusting that many of them are alive, and we're doing everything that we can to work with churches to respond.
I know you guys are doing a lot of things, but give us a general summary of the kinds of ways that Convoy is helping.
Yeah, before the storm arrived, we already had a whole literally convoy of trucks. And those trucks will have everything from supplies, even showers, lots of water. So the immediate response is those people that are kind of dislocated from their homes, grocery stores are closed. So you want basic food and water. You want to help all of the emergency responders because they need support. People sometimes don't think about that. So that's the immediate thing is how do we help? Where can we help immediately? And then networking with other groups that do similar things. I think what sets Convoy apart, like other ministries like this, is we focus on how to create a win for local churches. So we will
Yeah.
be in church parking lots. We will work with pastors. We take requests from pastors before, requests from cities or government agencies, because when we roll out, they'll stay. And
Mhm.
so the immediate response is how can we come alongside the immediate need? And then we have teams that will formulate plans on how do we connect in a long-term sustainable help to a community. And that's when you'll roll in with cleanup crews and all that sort of thing. But for now, it's strictly just immediate food, water, emergency supplies, hygiene kits, those kinds
Mm.
of. And we have trucks going anywhere they're allowed to go at this time. It hasn't stopped since before the storm came.
Wow. One of the things that makes me so proud to be connected with Convoy, Nick, is, as we saw in the debate last night of how slow even the federal government is to mobilizing, where Convoy already has boots on the ground partnering with churches. Trucks are lined up outside state lines just waiting for the hurricane to come. And man, you guys are doing an amazing job. So, what I'd really like to do is kind of conclude our time by asking how can churches in Colorado and Utah partner with Convoy and be part of the solution?
Yeah, our founder Hal Donaldson, when these things take place, they don't try to figure out how do we budget for this. You just respond and you just trust God. So we will begin to use whatever supplies, whatever connections we have to immediately respond. But we want to build a war chest of funds so that we can keep responding. So when you don't see it on the news cycle anymore, you can trust that Convoy is still there. So you
Mm.
can go to our website, and for pastors, we have a specific website, and you just add the word network. So it's convoyofhope.org and /network, and then there's a password network with a capital N. And there's more specific things, more ways that pastors can connect videos, ongoing stories that we will share as this progresses. And for this one, I mean, let's start thinking about what's happening in our nation. As far as I know, we could have ports closing down for a few days at least. So the supply chain is going to be affected. We're going to have to be very creative on how to keep supplies going to this very,
Mm.
very affected area. And we still don't know the full length of of the damages, right? Until we really get a good assessment. So pastors, I want you to think about, just the little boy when Jesus is looking to how are we going to feed these people? And he says, "What
Mhm.
do you have?" And they go, "Oh, we got this child, and hey, will you give up?" And the little boy gives up, some loaves, some fish, and 5,000 are fed. So it's
Mm.
nothing is too small when you put it in the hands of God. So when you partner with God, things are multiplied. So whatever size church, whatever size capacity, if you would give your people an opportunity through your church to be a blessing to these people in need, we trust that God will multiply that and he will bless you. And God forbid that any of us, I'm in California right now, we could have flooding, we could have things one day. And so we do really believe in kind of not paying it forward, but blessing it forward because you
Well,
don't know
yes.
when your need will come, when a fire or something will come. But I'm just proud to be part of this organization. I served on their board. I could tell you financially, um, 90 to 92% of every dollar you give is going to go to the immediate need because of how we can multiply with partners.
That's
And so
powerful.
it
Well,
is a
listen, I want to
opportunity.
thank you for carving out some time and being with us. And we're going to get the word out. We'll put those links right in the notes so that you don't have to write them down. And we'll make sure that we give you all the information to respond. Nick, thanks for your time today.
Yeah, thank you. Bless you.
All right, God bless.